strange is going on around here. And I'm going to get to the bottom.
You mean the Berenstein bears?
Nope. Apparently it's Berenstain. Hi. I'm Tony Burkett.
I'm Gar Harris.
And this is our first video ever. We're both stand-up comics in Pensacola, Florida. We've met about a year and a half ago. And Gary and I immediately hit it off because our two favorite things in life are stand-up comedy and
conspiracy theories.
Yeah, we're both really into them. Gary, more of a skeptic.
Yeah, I don't believe in most of them.
And I'm hook, line, and sinker on more than a couple. So we actually made this video. This is our first one just because it's something we've wanted to do and didn't really have a reason to until now. I think we may have discovered something a little mind-blowing.
I think we dug into something that, I think there's probably going to be people knocking at the door right around the time we upload this to YouTube.
Yep.
So make sure to share it and let everybody know what's going on.
Yeah, so don't know if you've heard about this Berenstein bears thing, but I'll tell you this. 5 days ago, if I was on a game show and they showed me a picture of these bears, Berenstain, and said, what are these bears' names, and gave me two options, Berenstain or Berenstein, I would have bet every penny I've ever made or ever will make that their names are Berenstein. And I'm not alone in this. There are a lot of people out there. Gary, what do you think?
I would have bet every penny I had on Berenstein. I remember growing up with the Berenstein bears, and I was kind of a bit of a nerd as a kid, and I corrected other people on their pronunciation. And I'm a conspiracy theory skeptic. I don't believe in a lot of these, but this one right here, something happened.
What do you think happened?
Well, we were talking about it the other day, and I think it might be possible that somebody's trying to send us a clue from another dimension.
I actually texted Gary half-heartedly. I said, I think this might have to do with CERN or time travel, and he corrected me very quickly, and he was right. He said if someone traveled back in time and changed the name of it, I would know them as Berenstain now. So that's not it. And then Gary said this about the clue. So we decided together that maybe we should take a look at the Berenstein bears. And we did that last night until 4 in the morning. And
you found something really interesting.
Found something really interesting. So I started by looking at all of the names of all of the books, just a list of all of them. I was sitting with my wife and texting with Gary. And I said, this would be a lot easier if I could just see a title of a book that said, The Berenstein Bears and the False Flag Alien Invasion. Ha, ha, ha. That's what my text said, and I said that to my wife and laughed. She didn't think it was funny. Whatever. But about 30 minutes later, I was on YouTube searching Berenstein Bears, and
you probably got put on an FBI list for that.
Definitely, yeah. But guess what I found? I found a Berenstein Bears television episode from 1985. We're getting different dates from when it might have aired. I'm hearing September 14th, 1985.
I saw November 29th, 1986, I believe, on Wikipedia.
Either way, this episode is about a false flag alien invasion.
It sure the hell is.
It really is. And the name of the episode is The Berenstein Bears and the Great Grizzly Comet. And
I think we can cut to a little clip of it.
Let's cut to a clip.
3 degrees left, 4 degrees vertical.
Right, Professor.
That's perfect.
How many stars are out there, Professor?
Zillions, my dear.
Wow!
And just think, each of those stars is a sun, perhaps with its own planet.
Do you think there's life on some of them?
Well, that's highly speculative, but it's entirely possible.
Gee.
Ta-ta! And thanks for your help. Get your comet balloon!
Comet telescopes here! Comet telescopes!
Boy, everybody's going comet crazy. Yeah, but you know what's missing from all this comet craziness? What? Raffish Ralph. What do you mean? Well, Ralph's always the first one to figure out a way to make money out of whatever's happening. And what's happening is Grizzly's comet. Ralph's not missing, sis. He's right over there feeding the pigeons. Feeding the pigeons?
Not that it's any of your business, Miss Badinsky, but the fact is I couldn't come up with any comet scheme that, turned me on. So if you'll excuse me, I've got pigeons to feed.
What do you think? I mean, about Ralph not getting in on the comet action. Frankly, I don't know what to think.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about Raffish Ralph, but I would worry about that weird sound.
Look, Papa! Look! Up in the sky!
Holy Jehoshaphat, it's some kind of a flying saucer. Put the cubs behind these bushes.
It's little green bears!
Oh, little green bears from outer space.
Greetings, Earthling. Take us to your leader.
Hey, hi, fellas. You might say I'm a leading citizen.
We have come from outer space.
Outer space?
Factual says it's entirely possible.
No interruptions. To warn you of danger. The Great Comet is on a direct collision course with... What is this place?
Bear country, Your Honor.
Direct collision course with Bear Country. End of warning.
You hear that? Collision course! Just as I feared, Grizzly's Comet is going to make a direct hit on Bear Country.
What are we going to do, Papa?
A disaster of cosmic proportions. Bear Town will crumble.
Well, I think the first thing we should do is tell Mama.
Good thinking.
Hey, look out, Corn, 'cause here I come. But wait, here comes Papa Q Bear, running lickety split. What's happening, Papa Q?
Grizzly's Comet! It's gonna hit Bear Country. Little green bears landed in saucer. Spread the alarm!
Holy cow! I gotta spread the alarm.
Little green bears flying saucer? Who saw them, Donovan?
Well, Papa Q Bear and the Cubs.
The Cubs are quite reliable.
Calm yourself, friend.
I'll recheck my calculations.
What fools these morons be. Ah, my good friend Papa Q Bear. What's all the excitement?
Haven't you heard? The comet's gonna hit Bear Country. We've been warned by the little green bears from outer space.
Little green bears. You don't say.
I do say.
Let's get out while the getting's good.
Ben's right. Why, when that comet hit...
Nonsense. I've checked my crystal ball, and there's no disaster coming, cosmic or otherwise. We can't just pack up and leave our homes.
Mama's right. But here's a little swindle. Suggestion. Instead of just packing up and leaving, why don't you sell your properties and then leave?
Who'd be dumb enough to buy him with that comet on the way?
The weasels, my.
The weasels?
But Ralph is always in cahoots with the weasels. Yeah, but you know Ralph. He double-crossed his own mother.
Those underground creeps don't know anything about comets or little green bears. So if you good folks just hurry home and get your property deeds.
Sounds like a pretty good swindle. A suggestion to me. We'll sell him Bear Country, then head for the hills.
Well, it doesn't sound quite honest to me. And besides...
Friend, I've double-checked my figures, and there's absolutely no danger from Grizzly's Comet.
Told you so. My crystal ball don't lie.
I'll take it easy.
That Ralph's up to something. He looks mighty suspicious. Let's follow him.
Ralph here, Chief. Those silly bears are going to need a little more convincing. That's right. Another visit from the little green bears.
That's a weasel communication string. Talk about suspicious. Look, the saucer.
Bear Country. The comet will hit tonight. This is your last warning. What are we waiting for?
Well, we hope you enjoyed that message from beyond.
What's up with that?
Yeah, it's kind of weird, right?
That was kind of weird.
And Gary, just for the record, I called that.
You did call that.
I called that. So now we need your help. If you notice,
Starting a cult with you as the prophet.
All right.
No, I think we need your help.
You have a daughter I can marry. No, just kidding. But
we need your help figuring
your
out
help.
what the hell's going on.
What is going on? So I think we have a really a soundproof argument. The only thing we're really missing is the science.
And the date. We couldn't
The
find
date.
a
We
date.
couldn't find a date for when this, whenever this near-Earth object would be around. So check out the video.
I thought of like, see, it was the 8th letter of the name that was changed. You know, it was changed from A to an E. So A could represent 10, and E could represent 15.
Potentially.
Or 1 and 5, because it's the 1st and 5th letter of the alphabet, but also in hexadecimal. A is 10, E is 15.
You're giving me a headache.
A,
Anyway,
B, C.
we need your help with the science.
14, sorry. 14? Yeah.
I don't know how this could have happened, but how someone could have done this, or I don't know. I just feel like I'm losing my mind.
Yeah, there has to be some kind of explanation for this.
If you can crack the code, if you can give us any help with the science behind this, I don't know.
It's not time travel. We pretty much ruled that out. It's not. See what I think. This is one theory I came up with. All right, so reality is just a simulation, anyways. We all know that. Dr. James Gates told us. There is like one server ran out of space, so they had to like move us to 2 servers, but they didn't have one open, so they just kind of like melded servers A and B. And so some of us are from the universe where the Steins was always spelt with the E, the Steins. The Berenstain Bears was always spelt with the E. And the rest of us moved from a universe where it was spelt with the A. And there are some people around that remember it being spelt with the A. They come from a different server.
And I think it's the living God of the Bible. We won't get into a debate about that. Gary and I disagree with that, but that's my take on it. But if we are anxious to hear what you have to say about it. Please comment. Tell us what you think.
Let us know. Make a video in response. If you have any kind of proof, just show us an old book with the E in it. It stands to reason that some of the old books would still have an E on them. Maybe it was a Chinese knockoff. Maybe one year our parents just really cheaped out 85% of America and decided to buy the Chinese knockoff of the Berenstein's book. And that's why we not read so good.
That's neat. Your parents bought you books. Anyway, please comment. Help us out. Yeah, share it. God bless you.
I just want to... Hold on one second. Hold on, Mom. I'm trying. I'm gonna do it. Hold on one second. Okay. I know you're busy, but I just have a question. I just want to ask you something, and then I'll call you back later. Okay. Do you remember the name of that... when I was a little kid, there was these books about this bear family. Do you remember what the name of the bear family was? It was like Baren something. Is Helen right there?
Yeah.
Ask her too.
Do you know, I remember a kid book about bears?
A bear family.
A bear family. Oh, wait a minute. The one that was a cartoon?
Yes, it was a cartoon and a book.
Yeah. Oh, I can't remember their name. It's not that. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Berenstein.
Oh, I remember. And he had a friend that was a duck.
Was it?
Right?
Yeah. I can't remember. Was it the Berenstein Bears?
The Berenstein Bears. Yeah. Yeah, she's saying yes to that.
Was it Berenstain or Berenstein, do you think?
Berenstein.
Steen.
Yeah, the juice.
Okay.